following video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again. I'm doing a stream. It's Minecraft. Everybody loves Minecraft, right? Anyway. Here, let's do that. Alright. Let me get into my, Minecraft chat on my server. Oh, Rainbow X is back. Hutch McGee is here already. What's up, Hutch? So yeah, let me jump into that Minecraft, chat real quick.
Come in, you royal boob!
Good times. Alright, there I am. All connected up.
Royal Boob here.
Oh, hey, what's up? Alright.
Oh, haven't finished just like minutes before you texted me, so.
No. Glad it's working out for you.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. There we go. Mythical 680, hi, how's it going? Steal your sneakers. Am I sure I did go creative? I have not done any creative mode. There are some people in the realm that have. Me personally, when I was making my castle, I did not do any creative mode whatsoever.
I thought it was creative mode that we were in.
No. Now, creative mode lets you, like, basically fly, and you have unlimited amounts of whatever items you want. It's basically just used for building things.
Oh.
Like, we're in, what is it? Survival? I can't remember what it is. Anyway. Point is, what we're doing is not creative. I'm stealing pants! Alright. And now I'm putting them over here. Alright, there we go. More pants! Steal his pants. Do it. No, not the sword, idiot. The pants. Take his pants. Alright. Alright.
So step 1, steal pants. Step 2.
Step 3, profit. Yeah. You get it?
Yep.
Alright. We got pants. Alright, I'm just gonna... Come on, go down the thing. Oh. Crap. Wow, it's very high. There's a lot of stuff down there. Alright. Whee! Alright, there we go. But yeah, I've been working on this for months. Like, one night a week at least for a long frickin' time. Like... That is why this thing is so massive. There's my little skeleton guy. Hi, little skeleton guy! There's my giant zebra statue. Hi, giant zebra statue! Yes, I stole iron pants from my own suit of armor that I put up there. Can't really steal it if it's mine, right? I just moved them across
That
the room.
would kind of break the definition of stolen.
Right? Break into your own house and steal all your shit.
Yeah, it just wouldn't quite add up.
Right? It just doesn't add up.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
No. He's got a point.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, naked dummy. Tragic. I know. Let's see. Did I make another one? What do I need to make one? I have a bunch of them and I can't remember how to make them now. I think it's under, what, armor stand? Yeah, armor stand. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It needs to be, what? A bunch of sticks and then a smooth stone slab. Okay, I need to make smooth stone slabs. Alright. Easy peasy.
I just found out an hour ago that a dear friend of mine in Tennessee, who is 35 weeks and 5 days pregnant, has been tested positive for COVID.
Oh, lovely. It's,
And
exactly
her,
what you want to hear.
3-year-old son is also facing the same symptoms. Extreme fatigue, mild coughing.
Man.
And this was just about a week after I found out that another dear person in my life who was up in her years passed away.
Yep.
So, unlike with 9/11, I can honestly now say that I've been affected by this latest generational cycle of curses and disasters.
Yeah, that does suck.
So with 9/11, I found out, like, years afterwards that I had a distant second or third cousin 5 times removed who was at the World Trade Center. I'm like, oh, come on, that barely affected me.
Right. It's just one of the things with 9/11 was, that so many people were impacted that they were like, yeah, but most people were impacted either directly or indirectly, like, they had a family member or or a family member of a family member or something, like that was affected.
Yeah.
That was just like one of the things about 9/11, that there were just that many people involved in the events themselves that by extension it involved much of the country.
And I knew it was.
There is no server. Sorry. Read description.
Man, I knew it would be inevitable that I'd be affected in some way, shape, or form. But, with it being this long in the tooth so far, I was like, man, I'm turning out to be completely unscathed so far.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have the chance to think that.
Right.
So yeah, that it angered me enough that I was able to get all the adulting I needed to do tonight done in record time.
Well, that's cool.
So, lemons to lemonade, I guess. I mean, the best thing I can do for them is to appeal to my deity of choice. And try not to curse the people responsible. Because I don't believe in vengeance. At least not in taking it for myself.
Right, exactly. I feel like if there's vengeance to be had, we know who's going to get it. Yeah. It's not anybody's business but his. Anyway.
There is a fine line between justice and vengeance, but since I'm nowhere near the capacity to do the former, I'll just leave the latter into the appropriate hands.
And that is a good thing. Anyway.
Hey, Siege, you sound a lot more tired than you normally do.
Yeah, just finished cleaning house, hiding the dead bodies, all that good stuff. Just by the way.
Hey.
I don't have a second screen for Discord.
It's Leon. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, Leon.
I just came in to check the stream real quick, and I heard you speaking, and I couldn't tell who the hell you were. Just your voice sounded very different.
Oh.
Dang.
Well, ta-da! It's still me.
Right.
Don't sell yourself so short. We love you. Ooh.
Right. Anyway, let me
Appreciate the love, man.
go get
Could use it tonight.
let me go get some wood. Yes, I get some wood.
Alright, have fun with Minecraft, guys. I go to bed now.
Thanks, Leon.
Take
I
it easy.
appreciate you stopping by.
You're welcome.
Ha-ha! Behold, the power of wood. Where's the wood at? Oh, there it is. Where the wood, where the wood, where the wood at? There we go. Alright, all the wood.
So, I think it was like last week they unveiled the new Saints Row game. And I think I mentioned this before, stop me if I have, but it looks like it's a woke cringe fest.
Well, cringe fest in video games?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, well, they've been becoming more and more frequent as of late. And
Wait, you mean somebody entertainment is using their position as an entertainer to try and promote some sort of political agenda? Preposterous. Anyway. Sorry, it's just,
I'm laughing with you.
it's just the order of the day, pretty much. Like, it's disgusting. It's sickening. You know, but
It's moronic how they forget that it's supposed to be escapism.
right.
Or maybe
I mean,
they know and don't care.
I go into entertainment to escape from that type of shit, you know? I write characters who kill bad guys because I want to write about a world where bad guys receive instant justice, you know? Like, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I'd love to live in a world where if somebody's a perpetual liar, that if someone calls them out on it, that their pants would instantly ignite. That would be fantastic.
video games political, no, never. Play Bed Wars. Pointed dripstone, what? I'm so confused. Caps is trying to seduce me into playing some sort of minigame. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, I haven't tried out that Final Fantasy dungeon he put together.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Alright,
Check it out sometime.
There's that. Yeah.
So yeah, there's an instant article on Kotaku that said that the new Saints Row signals the death knell for silly games. I'm like, really? There's a Super Monkey Ball collection re-release. That's pretty silly.
Right.
And have you seen half the stuff Nintendo makes still?
Right. I mean, you know, they had the gall to put Monkey Ball in the name of their video game. They're doing something silly. Anyway,
Yeah.
There you go. Have a shirt. Kotaku,
Yeah, Kotaku.
opinion disregarded.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
I was gonna
Angelo,
say.
how's it going?
Kotaku is one of the most left-leaning things out there, so it's kind of like, whatever.
Suggestion noted and ignored. Oh man, it's still one of Megatron's best lines from G1.
I saw that being used in a meme, and it was Megatron from Beast Wars saying it before hitting like a big red button.
Right. There's a scene in G1 where, I'm thinking about doing that, like, you know, like hooking up the ones next to the throne with like enchanted gear. I've already kind of started on this one. I need to do the other one too. But anyway. But yeah, basically, in the G1 one, Megatron is sitting on top of this platform, and he's got this new super weapon that he's built, and it's powered by an unstable energy source. And Soundwave mentions to him that the firing array that he's sitting on is looking like it's becoming unstable. He's like, the array has become unstable, suggest abandoning it. And Megatron's like, suggestion noted and ignored. You know, just like, nah, I'm gonna do whatever. Yeah. Well, that's the unfortunate thing, is that so many news outlets have turned to sensationalism in order to bolster their numbers, because all they care about is being profitable now. They don't care about the dissemination of information. They care about clicks and views and advertising numbers, you know, so yeah, they're kind of a pain in the ass. And that's not just the internet ones, that's like the 24-hour news cycle, what that's become, and, you know.
That's part of the reason I gave up the whole journalism degree idea.
But, you know, I don't think wanting to be a journalist in and of itself is a bad thing. I think there are plenty of people who have the desire to spread truth, but unfortunately, most of the people that claim they're out there spreading the truth are part of the people spreading the biggest lies. So it's just something where you have to be super duper incredibly careful who you listen to, and really you shouldn't be listening to any one person anyway. You should be you should be watching multiple news sources and then forming your own intelligent decision, unfortunately. You know, like, it's not like it used to be where you could just watch Walter Cronkite and he'd give you the news straight, you know? But yeah, the 24-hour news cycle, basically, once the 24-hour news channel started, it was something where they were originally just running the same news feed on a loop. It was like the same hour and a half of news running on a loop, and then if something new happened, they would just add that to the loop. You know. Anyway, Cap's calling out Rainbow. No, not the disconnect. No, God, it's the first disconnect of the night.
You got DC'd?
Yep. It's
Bloody heck.
fucking hell. That's just terrible. But yeah.
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay. You mean there's some kind of new Pokemon called therapy?
Anyway, let me go ahead and get back in here. Right? Yeah, I mean, the people that just blindly eat up what any one news organization tells them and doesn't do any questioning or critical thinking, they're the problem. Like, if people would stop doing that, then these these you know, quote-unquote news organizations would lose their platform. They wouldn't be able to get away with the shit they're getting away with because people would stop watching them. They'd be like, oh, I'm not going to watch these people anymore. All they're trying to do is sway me one way or another politically. And then they'd have to get back to doing some real journalism, or they'd just disappear forever. You know? So,
Once upon a time...
Yeah. If enough
Go
people
ahead.
stop watching, then...
I was going to say, once upon a time, it used to be you could listen to the left-leaning people and then the right-leaning people, and you could probably find the truth in between somewhere. But the thing is, both sides have gotten to such extremes that it's like... I don't know. Listening to toddlers argue about which flavor of the sky is the best.
Yeah.
Or something completely nonsensical.
Here's the thing. You can still do that. It takes a bit more doing, but you can still do it, because the problem is, used to be you could sit there and listen to both, and they both report the same story, but they try to spin it a different way. For example, when Donald Trump had his income tax returns exposed from I think it was like the mid 90s, somewhere around there. All the major news networks reported it, right? Every single one of them reported that same thing. Donald Trump's income tax forms have been leaked, and it shows that he had almost $1 billion worth of losses that he reported on his taxes, and he got a tax break for those losses. Everybody reported those facts. Those are facts. They're indisputable facts. Nobody's saying they're not facts. But each side did was try to skew those facts in either a positive or negative light. So one side was like, hey, Donald Trump had almost $1 billion in losses, and yet you people are praising him, saying he's a great businessman. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Donald Trump is an incompetent businessman. And the other side is like, oh, he got almost $1 billion in tax breaks. He's a genius. What a great businessman. So they both reported the exact same facts, but they reported them in very different ways. Like they're not lying. They're not telling you that the sky is green. They're basically telling you that the sky is blue, but in the way that favors their side in the biggest way possible.
And that's why I don't listen to either of them anymore.
Right, but the thing is, it's like I said, they're not reporting the facts. They're not lying outright. The
way I see it, you spin a fact, it's a lie.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a story about how talking serpent spun the truth and led mankind into the Great Fall. So,
like I said,
if I sense anything's being spun, I change the channel.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing to shy away from people that do that, because not many people are going to willingly take information from the mouth of somebody who's trying to mislead them or trying to manipulate them. That's understandable that you feel that way. And there's the second one! Second disconnection, everybody! Look at me! I'm not playing. Alright.
Good grief. I'll bet it's Nintendo's network.
And I'm telling you, they're like, now this man's talking about politics on Minecraft. Get him off the server! Get him off! Anyway. Sorry. But yeah, like I said, it's not that, I feel like news is something that's necessary. The spinning is not. It's something where I feel like if we had some way to sort of control or regulate the amount of spin that broadcasters are allowed to add in on their programming, it would help. But I don't want to censor people. That would be wrong. I do feel like, because the thing is, the newspapers had something called editorials, where somebody could just be honest about how they feel about a specific situation, whether it's a local event, a political event, whatever. The editorial column was there for people to vent their actual opinions, and then the rest of the paper was meant for fact reporting.
Right.
So,
but most of these news shows are posting opinions as fact.
Yeah, you have entire news, quote unquote news shows that are just editorials the entire way through, and hardly any of them have a single fact supporting them. Because the thing is, because these places call themselves news networks, but are allowed to run other types of programming, they're running talk shows that people are assuming are just news reporters interviewing people because they can't tell the difference,
Mm-hmm.
because DDD. Anyway, we have, and honestly, we have people who are alive now that have never seen honest news reporting.
That's scary.
There are people who, if
really
they saw
is.
honest news reporting now, wouldn't know what to think of it. They'd be like, are they lying? They gotta be trying to spread some sort of agenda, right? It's just dumb. Yeah, well. Yeah, I agree with you there, Leon. The people, everybody's scrambling to lay blame at the other side's feet. No one party is responsible for how the Afghanistan withdrawal went.
Afghanistan is known globally as the graveyard of empires.
Yeah.
So
there was
getting
never-
involved in them getting involved over there for any reason was going to be.
Yeah.
It starts with the word cluster and ends in K.
Yeah, there was
How
never
you
going
slice
to
it.
be a good ending in Afghanistan. Like, you know, the thing is, the whole reason we went there in the first place was to get Osama bin Laden. That's it. As soon as we got him, we should have been pulling out of there. We should have been pulling out of there like a guy on prom night. Okay, like.
Somehow I knew you were going to make that joke.
But we
Didn't
stayed.
make me cringe any less.
And the thing is, he wasn't even there. Clusterpuck, the weapon from Iron Fury. Yes, exactly. Like, we stayed to try and help these people form their own government, and then they just bent over and let the Taliban in. And, what are you going to do?
I'm willing to bet that there's going to be a revolution over there.
Punch it?
And that the people are going to basically have had it to the tip of their...
What now?
I believe the people of Afghanistan are going to collectively have it to the... Basically have it to the end of their split ends.
Oh god.
And rise up and revolt against the Taliban. And take their country back over. I have a... Call it a gut feeling.
That'd be nice if the people actually did rise up and take back their country. That would be great. But like, if they were gonna do that, they should have done it when they had the chance. Like, they're going to be put under Taliban oppression now, and yeah, if their people actually...
Well, there'll be a little bit more to it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I really do hope that country finds peace. I really do hope that somehow, some way, eventually, that country is at peace. And, that would be great if that happens sometime in my lifetime. But, I also know that that's incredibly unlikely to happen. Like, here's the thing about the Middle East. Saddam Hussein had a regime where his sons were running around, raping women, doing all kinds of other terrible shit, and they were the progressive ones. They were the ones who let women walk around in public without burqas, alright? They were, like, these people... Right?
Yeah, they can walk around in burqas, but they could get raped and murdered and have their kids castrated and then murdered right in front of them at a moment's notice. So
right,
things kind of even out.
Like I said, it's something where, I'm not saying that Iraq was great or anything like that. I'm just saying that Iraq was a shithole and it had terrible human rights, and they were considered progressive in the Middle East.
I know. I was playing along.
That was what I was getting at. Is that Iraq was some of the worst human beings on the planet, with some of the worst human beings on this planet running it, were considered progressive compared to the rest of the region. And
that's sad.
Yeah, that was the exact point. It's absolutely
I know.
Disgustingly sad. Like,
we agree here. I was just trying to play along.
Fix what? Anyway. Oh. Yeah, that's not mine to fix. That's somebody else's. This place here is mine. I was just going over there for supplies. Supplies!
I love that joke.
Yeah. Yas. Talk about my apartment. Oh man. Oof. Man.
Okay, that sounded like the ambient music from Doom.
Right. Okay. Oh, nice.
Howdy.
Can you put a speed boost in front of the castle? I mean, I suppose.
There is one already, isn't? Oh wait, no, there isn't.
No. Not in front of the castle.
It's an enhancement thingy in front of the castle.
A bunch of stuff in front of the castle. Right? Leon. That is a fair point. I would feel much safer with Leon having all those machine guns and explosives.
How unsafe would you feel if he had only half of them?
I mean, if Leon had half of them... Okay, what if we just gave Leon a nuclear weapon, alright? Just gave him carte blanche to point it anywhere. Sorry. Anyway.
A nuclear weapon is kind of what you can only really destroy one big target, though.
Well, that's why we only need to
The
give him
weapon-
one. Like...
I honestly think a nuclear weapon would be overkill for him, unless it's like the world's smallest nuclear missile in from MDK.
It could be the snook
A
from
Davy
South Park.
Crockett.
Eat the golden apple. No. It could be the snook from South Park. That'd be something.
That's several seasons past
It's
what
a-
I'm familiar
It's a
with, I
nuclear
think.
weapon designed to fit into a vagina.
Oh, good grief.
In the South Park episode, it's inside of Hillary Clinton.
Well, frankly, I think those things are dangerous enough as it is. I'm not talking about the nuclear weapon.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton's vagina. Yeah, it's completely dangerous.
I'm not necessarily talking about any one of them in specific.
Oh, okay. Just vaginas are dangerous in general.
Yeah.
Caps lock over here. No. Who would agree to that? No. Why would I restart my stream? Oh, gosh. What have I been doing here? What am I... Oh, yeah. I came to get dirt. Let's get dirt. I could put some dirt down. Vagina ruins lives. Film at 11.
Yeah.
Men ruin themselves in the pursuit of it.
I mean, in the
Right?
current socio-political climate, there's few things more dangerous.
Oh, man. Okay. Alright, here we go.
If my fur-born roommate were a female, I would say that furs would be the only one I trust at the moment.
Well, you
That probably sound a little too
right?
icky.
Yeah.
Oops. Run.
I see a rainbow.
Alright, see you later, Rainbow. Right.
Okay, where's the down elevator?
What the fuck? Goddamn drowned. Oh, that is it. You are
Okay,
so
I was
fucking
on-
gonna die.
I was back on the ground floor after all.
Goddamn drowned. Stupid asshole. Acting like he's gonna kill me. Please! Here lies the stupid bitch-ass drown that tried to kill me. May he never rest in peace.
So, what's your prediction for the actual release date of the Breath of the Wild sequel?
That's a tough one. What about right after COVID's over?
I'll say it'll be. I say that it'll be with the launch of the Switch's successor.
And Zelda has been those launch titles lately, huh? Fuck off, stupid drowned.
Yep.
Asshole.
They've been, well, with the exception of Skyward Sword, they've been released or
What?
cross-gen. Since the original Skyward Sword, they've been
Cross-gen.
cross-gen.
Oh, hey. Take that. That iron. That iron, too.
But if my hunch is correct, they'll probably just make it just one version. And if you have the Switch 2 or whatever they call it, the upgrade for the more powerful hardware will be a download patch like they've been doing with so many, PS4 to PS5 and Xbox One to Series X games. But that's probably going to be coming to a close pretty soon with Sony titles. They announced that there wouldn't be the free next-gen upgrade entitlement for the next game in the Horizon series. And people kind of griped. They said, okay, we'll let you do it. We'll do it one last time, but no promises for the next one. We're going to charge like a $10 upgrade fee. Frankly, I think if they want to keep selling more, if they want to keep up the demand for these consoles, especially if people are willing to pay $1,000 a pop for them on eBay from scalpers, they should just continue doing the free upgrades until they have games that absolutely cannot be made for both.
Oh, Aaron. How are you doing?
Doing alright. Yeah. The second volume of Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter came out, light novel. So I just had to finish that before the stream, so. Oh, Aaron Gaming 71 is here. Hi. Big Tomboy Orc GF to trade. Oh, that's funny.
I remembered where I found the birch tree seeds from. Which are
You mean saplings?
saplings, yeah, that's what I meant. To surround my house with those instead of this oak.
Yeah, screw you, Professor Oak.
It's kind of weird, the trees right here in this side of the arena look kind of like a sickly brown compared to the ones closer to my shack.
This powerful sickly brown.
Maybe it's just the lighting.
Oh, roll anthrax and suck.
Hey, what's up? Freaking stupid drowned. God, get off me! Bitch. This is what happens when I don't have axolotls down here to keep control of these fucking things. They just keep multiplying like assholes. The fuck is that?
Beep.
Oh god. Was that an egg?
Oh, Caps is here.
The fuck is that? Sea turtle egg! My god! I just found sea turtle eggs. Why are there sea turtle eggs? I'm so
How
confused.
many?
I have 3 of them. I now have 3 sea turtle eggs. Because reasons.
Where are you exactly? Are you near Big Crown Tundra?
I'm, literally underwater right now. By my castle.
So they're not mine.
Nope. Just random sea turtle eggs.
That's actually kind of weird.
Aha! That's powerful Danny Phantom Minecraft mod, okay. Ah! Moved a little too fast for me. Alright.
powerful axolotl.
So I have 2 random seeds, and they're just called seeds.
Uh-huh.
How would I go about planting
I
those?
think they make wheat. I think you need to put them into tilled ground.
Ah.
So use a hoe. Till the ground. Wow. That's pretty ridiculous right there, Cam. Okay, let's see. There we go. Alright. Well, I went ahead and put some dirt down. That was cool. I got some sea turtle eggs for some reason. No idea what to do with those.
I think it's time to go back into the old death cave.
Well, you know, they're not loyal. That's for sure. They just ain't. Oh. Dang.
I'm ashamed to say I only recently found out what a 304 was.
Uh-huh. Oh, hey, look where I am. Sweet. Nice. Alright.
Kinda surprised we don't have the 2 lovebirds on the stream tonight.
Where music? I got music playing. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you not hear it?
I'm talking about the lovebirds.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. This Caps was talking about. He said where music. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't talking about that. Maybe he was talking about something else. There we go.
My Erk.
Here we go. Oh, you had your volume down? Oh, okay.
Dude, I was running so fast just now the game couldn't keep up.
Yeah. That's what
I was
the
running
speed
off
fields
into a-
do. Prepare for ludicrous speed.
I don't think I even went plaid. I just went beyond the capability of the game to follow me.
Uh-huh.
So,
We should have an area that looks plaid that you can run into while going that fast. You're like, oh no, I've got plaid!
I'd have to work on that.
Just for the memes.
Dyed wool would work best.
Right. Just make it funny. May the Schwartz be with you!
I'm still waiting for the sequel.
I know, right?
Search for more money.
Merchandising, that's where the money is. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I heard George Lucas gave his blessing for them to make that whole parody movie, but only on the condition that they don't make merchandise.
Oh, how funny.
They didn't want him. He didn't want them cutting in on his massive
His
profits
actions,
from Return of the Jedi.
Right. May the Schwartz be with you.
Of course, if they were to do it today, Lucas probably wouldn't care, and they'd just hire Elon Musk to make the official Spaceballs flamethrower.
God. Honestly, if it were done today, you know, Darth Helmet would be a female, and the it's just, and there'd be more
But
black
then they would
people
have to
in the
get rid of it.
cast. You know, like it's just.
Then they would have to get rid of the part of him playing with dolls.
Yeah, it would just be completely disgusting. Like, you know, like anytime I think, oh man, they should really do another one of that. Like, I immediately think, no, they shouldn't. You know, they should just leave well enough alone. Like, it's sad that I've gotten to that point where it's just like, no, I'd rather you never you'd never make a sequel to anything I like ever again. You know.
And
It's
sadly,
absolutely disgusting that I have to think that way.
Yeah, sadly, I have to agree.
Right. It's like, could you just stop making sequels to things I like? Thanks. Could you stop doing Hollywood movies based on things I like? Thanks. I appreciate it, you know.
Oh, well, this reminds me of a joke that I would hear regularly when I was working at the mom and pop gaming shop. My roommate / boss would say, "This just in from the International Department of Nostalgia. We are running out of past. Please start making up new stuff."
Right. Yeah.
That would be, of course, after unwrapping the 15 millionth copy of Pac-Man World 3D or the Frogger remake on PlayStation, and you know, we would get tired of seeing the same stuff come in through the trucks and all that.
Kung Pao 2, Enter the Woke Fist.
Oh no, they made that movie. It's called Shang-Chi.
Oh, well, you know. Shang-Chi, Master of Woke Fu.
I kid. I honestly don't know how woke the movie is, aside from the tidbits I've already told you.
Right. Well, you know.
I was hoping they wouldn't go too much into the mysticism and the CG-heavy third act curse that the Marvel movies have had since, like, ever. But, you know, kind of part and parcel. It's like, they do it because now people expect it.
Right, well, you know. Boop. Yay.
Wonder if I could convince Caps to put in a second speed boost here in the Death Tunnel.
Boop. Yay, I have more armor stands. The Abomination isn't, yeah, I heard. I already got the play-by-play earlier.
Oh, not the play-by-play, just the highlights. Only a couple of them.
Yeah. Ah! I'm gonna just go over here. It's gonna be great. Do, 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 do.
The latest casualty to the woke mob is Gonzo the Great.
Oh no.
They've made him a transgender character. I mean, I have to hand it to him.
Weird, so
Yeah, I gotta hand it to him. They picked the right character to do that with, at least.
that's really bad. Where's he coming out as transgender? Sesame Street?
It's like the new animated, I think it's Muppets or Muppet Babies. I saw like the thumbnail of the video about it for it. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother investigating this further.
I don't know. I wish they would just stop ruining things.
Well, they do it for the attention.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole point. Is draw attention to it. Oh. But they're getting. It's the thing is, they're getting attention, but it's negative attention. It's almost all negative. Like the people
And
who
they
think
thrive
this is a
on
good-
it.
The people who think this is a good thing are deluding themselves. You know, what are they going to have to show for it once they've ruined everything? What? You know. You know, when people finally get tired of their shit and start going back and putting things right, are they going to throw a fit that they're whitewashing the character, or that they're, you know, like?
I think there'll be a huge cultural turnaround pretty soon.
There will. Like, there has to be. It's something where this type of shit is cyclical. Like, you know,
I think
we had.
there already has been.
Well, that's the. It's already started.
If you
for
look
sure.
how things were like in the mid-10s,
Right.
they're completely different now.
Right. That's the thing. It's something that's, you know, this type of swing back and forth is something that our society does. You know,
Doing
it's a
the
cyclical
fact.
thing where, you know, we had in the 1950s we had this super repressive, uptight, stick up the ass personality to our nation. You know, and it showed in our television programming and stuff like that. You had couples that weren't sharing the same bed on television and shit like that. You know, and you know, so it was just this, like I said, it was this super uptight, repressive culture that was going on. And then the 60s came along, and they had, you know, the free love, bell bottoms, Woodstock culture going on, and they changed it, you know, and you know, they managed to you know, start loosening up on certain things, you know, and you know, you look at, you know, like, things kept going in that direction until you got to like the 90s, and in the 90s things just started getting pushed into extremes. You know, the 90s, you had, you know, things like Howard Stern and Jerry Springer, where they were just pushing the envelope of what was acceptable to put on television, you know, and, you know, and now, and so in the 2000s, you started to see like sort of this backlash against that extremism in the other direction, where, you know, now, oh, you gotta be super polite, not fuck anybody over. They think it's so original. It's like, it's just how people were in the 50s, but without the racism. Like, you know, like, you're not doing anything new. You're just being repressive. You know, anybody could fucking do that. You know,
Off ground, I don't want a hug.
and when people get repressed like that, they instinctively start lashing out in the other direction. So, you know, it's only a matter of time before we start seeing people expressing themselves and expressing themselves in ways that are directly in conflict and contradiction to the woke social justice warrior crap that these people are trying to shove down our throats. You know, and you know it's going to be ugly. I think it's for a while. It's going to be very ugly. All right, you can go ahead and dislike if you want. All right, thanks, Solus.
This is Bedrock
It's a
version
free country.
Pyramid
Yeah, I'm playing on the
outside.
Switch. Yeah. Yeah. You know, about version. Anyway. Bedrock is the version that has cross-platform, so that's what I'm playing. You know. Sorry if that offends anybody.
Fred Flintstone's favorite version.
With
Yeah, right.
Java
It's the Fred
version, you
Flintstone
can
version.
have
Anyway.
different.
If you're gonna tell me that you're gonna dislike, you can
what?
tell me why. Like, you know, that would be helpful. I would actually really like it if YouTube had like a little form to fill out when you dislike something, so I can find out why people are disliking my shit. You know, it would be more helpful to me to have constructive criticism than just ew, I don't like this. That doesn't help anybody.
Oh, you can take a page from the McMahon playbook. Any engagement is good engagement.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. YouTube views it that way. YouTube actually, like, if you dislike a video, that proves that you had a strong reaction to it one way or the other, and YouTube actually gives you the same bump as it would. It gives the video the same bump as it would if you liked it. So, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Java unfortunately has very limited crossplay options, which is why I'm on Bedrock. So that more people can play along. And by more people, I mean the people that I have chosen to be here. Not just random people showing up out of nowhere. Anyway. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway. Alright. Let me dump this in storage. There we go. Alright. What do I want to do now?
Apparently, I can't fish underwater.
You can't fish
It's not
underwater?
this deep.
Blasphemy.
Ah! Caps!
Because
He just took my shulker box.
Holy shit.
at least not this deep underwater. Because
Guess it was an accident.
Oh, happens occasionally.
Put it back.
It happens occasionally.
it's in order for the wine floats to the surface, and it's too far to the surface.
Erk.
Wow.
Just drop the plate.
Shush. Up. Up. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I still want to go higher. Alright, let's do that. Higher up. Here we go. Going up. Oh, shit. This is why these are here. So that I don't hurt myself falling.
Eep.
Up. Alright. I made it. Okay. Sweet. Alright.
So did he give me...
Bitchin'. Alright.
Gave me another one? Weird. Thanks, Caps.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Uh-huh. Right. Ah, fuck. Gimme. There. Sweet.
Okay, so I. Okay.
Did it.
There we go. And dang it! I can't. Should have organized my inventory better before I left.
Ah! Oh. There we go.
Dope. Prop granite. Yep. Okay. Now I have 2 shulker boxes.
Go all the way down. Yeah. Down. Down, Simba, go. Alright. There we go.
Bye.
Fuck. Fucking rotten flesh. Go away. Nice powerful stone. Alright. Would you like some zebra rocks? You know it. Gimme. More. How many more can I have? 4? Alright. Bitchin'. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Got the zebra blocks. Let's move over here. Oh boy, here we are. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Alright, I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to the new stage of history.
Yes.
Aquan here, back for more Let's Play Minecraft.
Oh, snap.
Hello.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Aquan's Naruto podcast.
Yes.
Um,
We just got done watching someone play Clover post game
Oh, nice.
on the server.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome to Aquan's Pokemon
Hey, Quan's
Clover
in the middle of-
podcast.
Yes. Aquan's in the middle of playing Vast White right now.
Fast
Or
not
White.
that white, Volt White. Volt White 2.
Full White.
Volt White 2. Volt White 2. Never mind.
Full
I was
White
thinking. I was thinking of a different ROM hack. Sorry.
Not gonna lie, that sounds a little bit like some sort of white supremacist group or something.
It kind of does, honestly.
Yeah, it
It kind of
does.
does.
Sounds like Volk.
Yeah, I'm gonna join on the Minecraft
Volt
stream in a
Storm.
bit. It's just Solus wanted me to join in this because
Yeah.
we were on a different PC earlier, but
Thanks for the extra boost pad, Caps.
I heard you yelling, saying that Caps took your shoulder box.
Oh, yeah, it was an accident, and then he gave me an extra one.
See what stage you talk about it, and then a couple minutes later it happened.
I guess.
Who was that?
That was Leon.
Oh.
Is Leon
Oh,
doing
Caps
Leon
was
things?
flying in the air.
Dang, he must have joined and then saw that I was in here and then left. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that's...
He joined just to say that, I think.
Joined just to diss Aquan.
Dang.
Yes.
I didn't even hear what he said, but...
No, he didn't diss you. He was saying something.
He didn't diss you at all. He was just... You made your first game builder garage today?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. We called it Babby's first game.
Oh. That's nice.
I thought you'd given up on that one.
No, Caps Lock got it. Like, I haven't given up on Games Builder Garage. It's just that I realized that it was not that fun to watch. So I've not been doing it on normal streams.
Yeah, I guess.
So, like, eventually, I'd like to, finish the tutorial and make some games that are a little more, my speed, and then I'd love to show them off after that, but,
I like how tall you're making this zebra tower, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be very tall.
Yes. I can't even see it from here. I can smell it from here, too. So where will I... what am I gonna say? Fuck. Where am I gonna Electra glide to next? another sand village, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is I don't know exactly how limited it is, but I'd like to find out, and if it can do the things I want, I'd love to have it do it for me, Like, that's basically why I bought it, because I was like, if this is even half as fun as it looks, it'll be okay,
I have my own sand desert, Aquan.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
That's cool. I'll check it out in a bit when I get on the server.
Yeah.
I think after I slaughter like 2 more Audinos for XP, then I'll hop on.
Man.
Based.
Launching
I'm out here.
Audino slaughtering? That's not cool.
Yeah, man.
Audino
That's Unova for you.
Yes.
Unova really did offer the best grinding experience though with Audino.
I like how he called it Soulless Sands. That's the best.
Soulless Sands.
Mm-hmm. Soulless Sand Village, look. Sounds like a big village out there, but it works. Look at these guys.
Just put an NPC there named Gara.
Gara.
Yes, that would be nice. Put an NPC there named Gara.
Sola knows who
myself.
Sola knows who Garrus is. Yeah, Solus knows who Gara is because we're already on the Jiraiya arc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leather tunic died. Okay. Hello, sir. Ow.
Oh, snap.
Or the Jiraiya training Naruto arc, I should specify. Because
Yeah.
then someone's probably gonna spoil something for Solus. And be
Yeah,
like, "Ooh, this
don't
happens."
spoil Naruto shit for me, please.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to spoil anything for Solus because someone actually did spoil Naruto stuff for me one time on a hunger stream a long time ago.
You
Way
guys
before-
almost spoiled Naruto shit in one of Hunger's channels in general, I think.
Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
Shippuden's awesome.
Yeah.
Shippuden's really
Fair
cool.
warning, if I did look in general and
One
see
thing I will
Naruto
say though,
spoiled,
one thing I stand behind, and this is most of the fan base, is that while Shippuden is really epic and hyped, it's just not as good as the original Naruto. With the fact that it's more like Dragon Ball Z than it is Naruto.
Yeah.
And by that I mean like it's more like people just blasting each other with giant hyper beams and stuff instead of actual.
Hyper beam.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's still really good though.
Someone-
I love Naruto's story. It's really good world building.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Which is
And
a
indeed it
rarity
is.
in Japanese stuff, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's really rare to have good world building in an anime.
Like,
Uh-huh.
I remember
why,
someone.
it's That's why so many anime end up defaulting to the school environment, because it's something that everybody's familiar with, and that is really easy to recreate.
The school environment, he says.
Yeah. Like, if you think about it, look at how many animes revolve around schools of some kind. Like...
Wait, where the fuck did my shield go?
Because in Japan, they have this really stringent education system where all the kids have to wear uniforms and shit, and, you know... It's something that
I thought I had a tool equipped.
the entire society is familiar with it, so it becomes something that often comes up in anime quite a bit, you know?
I need to go back for a shield.
Alright, I have brought 2 extra... I've brought 2 extra Audinos to the slaughter. Now it's time to hop on the realm after saving.
I brought all the nerds to the yard. I don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I brought all of my shields to the what do they call it? The shield maker house.
Shields to the shield maker house.
I don't know where you make shields.
Quite fascinating indeed.
Oh, what is this?
Oh shit!
It's a red one.
Where'd my Xbox controller go?
Yeah, Caps, is this supposed to be like a giant panda pen or something? That looks like a tiny castle? There are ghosts in here. I'm going to burn them in hell.
Oh,
Yes, I remember someone talking about the Zabuza art in Naruto.
Oh yeah, the Zabuza art.
Zabuza versus Kakashi fight. And the special jutsu they use against each other. So in all the hand signs used to cast it.
Yes, love that scene.
Yeah, they have these neat powers, but they take a long time to set up.
Yeah. I was about to say, the reason they don't do that often in Naruto is because it took them a long, it would extend the duration of episodes, and I think if they over time did the whole hand sign thing, because they do it a few times in Naruto, calling out the exact words.
Right.
If they did, it would take them a lot longer, people would get bored of it, but it was really cool how the Zabuza fight showed that in more so the way that...
The thing with the hand signs in Naruto is those hand signs are hand signs that are part of Japanese culture.
Oh yeah, I figured they would be.
It's not something that the guy from Naruto came up with all by himself, and each one is based off of the Chinese zodiac.
Oh, Chinese zodiac, huh?
Yeah, there are 12 main hand signs, and each one of them is based off of one of the animals from the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah, Solus, you probably would have noticed. You probably would remember the part where we just recently watched, where Jiraiya was showing Naruto how to summon a frog, and he was showing him the different.
Yes, I know about that thing.
He showed him 5 different hand signs.
So how is that DC number 3 or 4?
I think that was the third one. But,
yeah, I saw the hand signs, and
but yeah,
I wasn't sure what they meant at the
each
time.
Each one has a meaning. I bought a Naruto box set that had like the first 27 volumes of the manga in it, and it actually came with a little booklet that showed you all the hand signs and what they mean. Like,
oh, nice.
So,
everyone be trying to do that one hand sign from Naruto, the 1,000. I forgot what it's called, like 1,000 Sons of Death or something. You know what I'm talking about? The one where he stabs Naruto in the butt.
Right. The thing is, that hand sign that Kakashi is doing, Sakura mentions it while he's doing it, but it's Tora, which is the Japanese word for tiger, and it's often associated with fire jutsu. So that particular hand sign is used when making fire jutsu, but when Kakashi uses thousand years of death, it's a bluff. It's something where he's not actually doing even though it looks similar, he's just trying to poke somebody in the asshole. So
hilarious. Hello.
I figured the 1,000 years of death would mean
called
actual death, but whatever.
But yeah, it's just the hand sign that not the one that looks like they're clapping their hands together and praying. That isn't actually one of the 12 hand signs, but the one where they have the palms of their hands together and their fingers interlinked. Not the ones where they just have their hands spread flat against each other, but the ones where their fingers are actually intertwined with each other. That hand sign is me, the snake. So,
these redstone torches almost give off no light.
Oh crap, that's not the right thing. The hand sign, so during the tuning exams, there's a pair of giant hands making a hand sign. The hand sign that it's making is, Nay, the rat. So...
The rat, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the one that Lee stands on top of
when he drops his weights. Yeah, the hand sign that those massive hands are making is Nay, the rat.
Yeah,
So
I love that scene though.
Yeah.
There's like what? Really just some little weights. He drops them and they just make them linger.
Yeah.
Like
that's
weights
a
for,
great
like,
scene. That scene is so very shonen.
Yeah, it's
I don't remember that scene.
You don't remember it?
It's
literally
during the fight that Lee has with Gara. Guy Sensei tells Lee that he can go ahead and take his weights off, and
take his weights off.
Yeah, and at first Lee is like, "Are you sure? You know, you said that was only for like protecting several people that are very important to me." And he's like, "No, it's okay. I'm giving you permission in this case." And so like Lee looks like he's about to cry when Guy tells him he can take the weights off, and then he pulls the little things that are covering them off, and everybody's like, "Oh, training weights? Like that's gonna make any difference?" And then he like unrolls them and drops them, and then and they hit the ground, and there's this massive this massive boom as they hit the ground, and all these huge clouds of dust kick up.
Like a giant explosion or some shit?
It wasn't an explosion, it was just the dust and debris picked up by the impacts because they were so heavy. Like,
yeah, and I'm surprised you
like hundreds of pounds.
That scene literally a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We watched that episode a few weeks ago. Then again, it's still just a short-term memory loss.
Yes, I am a false memory zoomer. I know.
Yeah, well, and then after that, like Lee finally moves and he's just like disappears. Like he's like faster than the human eye can follow.
Oh
shit! Oh, wow.
Lee's also the closest thing to
that
a
didn't
Super
hurt as much as
Saiyan
I
in
thought it would.
Naruto.
All right. Anyway.
I don't forget. I don't forget. I don't forget everything.
Hi, Omninja.
Unger just experienced the most typical Disney villain death.
Yeah.
And then he left the room afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened.
He died so hard that he
died so hard. I was disconnected. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyways, all I was gonna say is that both Guy Sensei and Lee are the closest things to a Super Saiyan Naruto.
I mean, you know,
with that whole the whole 8 gates of death, or the 8 gates.
It's so funny.
Raekwon, where are you?
I remember seeing a YouTube video, and it was made while Naruto was still like ongoing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a live-action video with 2 guys in cosplay, you know, playing Naruto and Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm here. I guess they spawned me at my spawn point since I fell off the thing. Anyway. But anyway, so it's these 2 guys dressed as Naruto and Sasuke, and they're fighting, and there's like a bunch of cheesy special effects going on and everything. And then, like, at the end of it, a guy dressed as Goku shows up, and he's like, "Hey, guys!" And then, like, they both, like, stare at him, and he's like, "Bet you can't fly!" And he uses this transmission and leaves.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, no, that's... I'm telling you, it's a YouTube video I watched. It's not part of the series content.
Okay.
You know,
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
God. Wow. Anyway.
So what
Sorry.
point at what point of Naruto did this video come
I think
out?
it was probably sometime during Shippuden, but I'm just like, but you know, after watching the end of Naruto, I'm like,
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil anything for Solus, but yeah, that video makes no sense because the end of Naruto.
right. Nice and powerful.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's a bet you lost.
Yeah.
You know.
Where'd you go? Anyway, my memory is not that bad. It's not all. I don't forget almost everything. It's just I forget only half the things that I normally would remember.
He just forgets all the things. Okay.
No, no, I do not. I do not. I just brain fart a lot. That's all I do.
All right, let's run a simple test then to check your memory. What was the color of George Washington's white horse?
his wife horse?
White horse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the white horse.
Damn it! Fucking stop taking damage, motherfucker! Go up the damn ladder!
That's Mickey.
Hey, Quan, where'd you go?
Where did I go? You killed me.
Damn. Savage, he forgot that he killed him already. What the fuck?
No, he should have respawned at his house. So.
I know, I respawned at your house.
It's like,
because-
he's like, where'd you go?
Oh.
Yes, Dad. I'm back in my house now, though.
I was about to say, don't destroy anything.
Why would I?
Or don't take anything, is what I meant.
Why would I?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why would you?
I just want to keep my shit safe.
You want to keep your shit safe? Well, put the lid down on your toilet.
You really think I have no life? I wouldn't go out of my way to grieve people.
Alright, can we... You want to visit my sand place now?
Sure.
Alright. It's on the 4th floor of the Capsule's teleporter. The first thing on the 4th floor, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
It is the one thing. The only
It's the only thing.
Pokemon Black 2, White 2 Simulator. Just running back and forth on your bike, trying to get Audino to appear. I'm not playing it right now, but that's pretty much what happens every time I play. Because I get stuck at a fight in Drayano's hat.
You got $100 Apple gift card at Kroger? Wow.
What? Wait, what happened?
Who?
Hutch says he got he says earlier it got me $100 Apple gift card at Kroger.
Oh wow, Hutch.
Oh, that is so good.
Hey, look, there's an NPC called Gara.
That'll keep the doctor away for like 100 days, right?
Reference here.
Isn't that how that works?
Oh,
Capslock has no idea who I am, so he can't make a good reference here. Oh well.
Just read your voice. I did.
I don't think that's how that works.
What? You mean you can't keep doctors away with an Apple gift card? That's bullshit.
Wait, what about Apple gift card?
They can't keep the doctor away. That's tragic.
Mm-hmm.
They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, so why can't you use an Apple gift card for it?
I know, right? Seriously.
Yeah, right? It doesn't make sense.
And it's bullshit. I'm gonna start pestering doctors' offices to accept Apple gift cards as payment.
And Gara's out here, and looks
I
like
heard somebody light a fuse. What was that?
I don't know, but it sucks that I almost called him Gara. It sucks that Capslock doesn't know anything about Naruto, so he couldn't give him a dialogue.
Oh. Hunger has mod power, so he can give him the dialogue.
I love only myself.
Well, not until Shippuden, but not gonna spoil out for Solus.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is, and frankly...
I can't, you know who Gara is.
Oh yeah, of course. Gar, yeah.
Spiritualist.
I thought you said somebody else's name. I was like, I don't know who that. So I was like, I don't know who that is. You said somebody. I thought you said somebody else's name.
I didn't.
Ah, never mind. I'm going crazy today.
With Gara. Alright, anyway.
I took a book from this chest.
It's okay. It's something Gar himself forgets sometimes.
I'm gonna kill myself on this cactus. Hey, stop that! I'm trying to die here.
He's trying to hug the cactus.
You realize we have suicide boosts for that, right?
Yes, we do.
Stop it, Soul. I'm trying to kill myself. Stop destroying these cacti.
So, are you
Haha.
pricked to death?
I've seen that one before. I did it to myself once.
No, Alcon was into that.
I know, right? I didn't know you spoke that way.
Oh, being pricked with cactuses is his kink. Did you know?
Apparently not.
All of the prickings.
He prefers getting pricked by cactuses. That's his kink. Didn't you guys know?
Yeah.
It's not like he had pointy skin
I
and
want
green.
the cactus to be shoved up my asshole. I mean, what?
Dang. Snap.
What the fuck
That's
is wrong
actually the funniest thing I've heard Solus ever say.
Yeah.
And the most original thing I've heard him ever say. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
To my house, because I need to put away all this cacti.
Cacti?
Mm-hmm. By the way, did you notice the Giga Chad cactus that's outside my house?
Giga Chad cactus? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It's at my front door.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, snap. Oh,
Oh shit. God damn it! Basement next to the old man room. Okay, I'll check it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking shit out of here. Alright, here we go.
Enjoy your heaping dose of diamond sword, you stinking zombie.
Enjoy your games.
That'll show him.
Shit!
There's one thing I
Stop
dislike
fucking placing
about
this shit.
building stuff underwater. It's all of it drowned.
Yeah.
Drown.
What I hate about is dropping shit in the magma is that it disintegrates and never comes back.
Get over here! Get over here!
What do you think you are? Ultra Instinct Shaggy? Come on.
Nah, I'm English dub Sakura.
Oh. Okay.
Ow.
Speaking
looks
of-
like I really am English dub Sakura. I'm useless.
Wow.
Yes.
Speaking of the new Mortal Kombat animated movie, I went to grab some groceries and dropped by the Red Box machine at my local big box retailer, and they did not have that movie in the machine.
Those bastards.
What?
I was
Yeah.
able to rent Scorpion's Revenge from said machine the other year.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. I don't rent
No.
things from Redbox because last time I got something from Redbox, the disc was almost destroyed. I couldn't even watch the movie.
Me and my mom would go to Walmart to get movies from Redbox, but they like it just takes when we tend to keep movies from Redbox, they try to pay us lots of money for us to bring them back, so we don't use Redbox no more.
The reason I don't like Redbox is because it's just like the red box in my town has had people scratch the crap out of the disc. I guess they don't watch their kids.
Yeah,
or
some
whatever.
of the discs can be very scratched, and some of them are very old. Yep.
Well, the trick is to, if you know there's a movie out there that you don't want to stream or you can't or whatever, and it's real new, then you go and get that like the first day or the first week.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that's how it was with renting DVDs, but I can count on one hand how many DVDs I ever rented.
I've never rented stuff. Actually, no, never. My parents did when they took me to back in the day when they took me to Blockbuster. One time, I got the first 3 Pokemon movies on VHS. I also have the Latios movie and Pokemon Forever on VHS.
Let's see. I want to make a fishing rod. How do I make one? Let's see.
Oh,
It's
man.
3 sticks and 2 string, I think.
It'd be better if you called it Giga Chagtis.
Giga
Giga
Chagtis?
Chactus.
Giga Chadis, yeah. Or Chadtis.
Oh,
Because
3
Giga
sticks.
Chad Cactus just...
Yep.
Giga Chad Cactus is hard to say.
Wordy little bastard.
Giga Chactus? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, Giga Chactus.
You want me to rename it? Okay.
Yeah, Giga Chactus. That sounds better.
Also, placing a cactus, literally in front of them, and literally from one space to the other makes it fall down, so that's why they're 1 blocks away from each other.
Excellent over here.
Where's the sign?
Solus, come here. Walk forward to me.
Wait a second, isn't that new Mortal Kombat animated movie called
Where's
Legends?
my sign? I chopped it down, didn't I?
Here's
Isn't
your
it-
sign.
Isn't it called like Defenders of the Realm?
Solus, come here.
What?
Come here.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
not gonna fall
realized-
down the hole again. You're
That
not
was
gonna-
the
Come
that was
here.
the name of the USA Network Mortal
Closer?
Kombat cartoon.
Closer?
Oh no! Oh,
Come on here with me, Solus. Get on it with me.
I
Get
just
in the
lost
hole.
a choker
No, I
box.
told you to get in the hole, dang it! You piece of crap!
You just
You
what?
were supposed to fall in with me!
I just got killed by being pushed into lava by some miscellaneous creature, and I had just put down a shulker box, and I have lost a shulker box because of it.
Okay.
Oh wow, that sucks.
My
You can
feather
go-
fall.
if you get back to the
I
same
can,
spot, you can
I can survive the fall because I have feather falling.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping I can accomplish, but it ain't looking good.
Fall into the lava as soon as you put it down.
Yeah, but it's gonna be real tough for me to find the exact place where I
I
was
need a new
at.
sign now because my other one got lost.
Aha, I have hooked a sheep and now it's my personal pet.
You
Until I
hook the
press LT again.
Bloody hell.
Or not LT. Yes, LT actually.
There, I got
Press
a new
the
sign.
sheep button.
What were you planning to do with me with that in that hole? Take one. And not yeah. What were you gonna do with my hole?
Oh my god. Wow.
You just set yourself up for that one, Solus. You set yourself up for that one.
Yeah, I did basically.
Some of the best jokes write themselves.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even need to make jokes about it. They just.
Yes.
Oh, and that was the shulker box that had all the good stuff in
It
it.
just killed itself, dude!
Who?
This sheep just walked over to my bushes and killed itself in them.
Oh my
It was the
god.
most hilarious thing I've ever seen. It walked my
Suicide
wildberry
sheep.
bushes and killed itself.
Fuck. Stupid sheep being all suicidal. suicidal and shit. What the fuck is wrong
Dang
with
sheep. How dare you be suicidal,
Sue
sheep?
sheep.
Sheep.
Wouldn't it be uicide?
Suicide, yeah. Yeah, I think it would. Be suicidal. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of pizza!
Nah.
Oh, man. I still can't believe I used to think he said pizza when I was a kid.
Oh, man.
Pizza.
Nice outfit. Did your husband make it for you?
God.
I do make.
Spider-Man 1 came out in 2021. Ow.
Come with me. I renamed my cactus. I said come with me, damn it.
Yeah. You know what I always wonder? I wonder how wrestlers feel, when they act in movies and they have to purposefully lose a fight.
Oh.
Like, I wonder how Randy
Probably the
Savage
same way
felt.
they feel when they act in wrestling and have to purposely lose a fight.
Yeah.
But no.
Did you forget who you were talking to?
I wonder how Randy Savage felt when he lost to some scrawny guy when he had to lose to some scrawny guy on purpose just to make money.
It's just Spider-Man. You know.
Yeah.
He lost
Well,
to Spider-Man. That's the thing.
I mean, in the comic, yeah, Spider-Man, power-wise, Spider-Man completely outclasses any normal human. I mean, the guy can literally pick up an entire skyscraper. So, even though the movie Spider-Man are heavily nerfed compared to the comics,
here's the thing. There's different comic book continuities.
yeah, there's 616
within-
Spider-Man, which is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, even within the same, even within the same universe, sometimes there are multiple different Spider-Men that have wildly different abilities. So,
Oh god damn it!
Something where,
Yeah.
just because one Spider-Man can do something doesn't mean that all Spider-Man can do that.
It's their excuse to make the movie Spider-Man weak in comparison to the others.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, when a character starts out weak, it gives them room to grow too.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just making a joke, but yeah.
But yeah,
Depends on the writer.
Yeah.
Depends on the writer too, because like the original Spider-Man could like pick up tanks and like Spider-Man 616, which is the classic Spider-Man, the canon Spider-Man, the one who's still currently being written in the mainline comics, not the other alternate universe Spider-Man, like the one who has 8 arms or the one who's
Actually,
like, a fighter himself.
They've actually pretty recently ended the original classic Amazing Spider-Man 616 and started a woke reboot of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
But there was in the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s, there was a point where he's got the symbiote costume on, and he lifts up the back end of a fire truck just to test his strength, and he's like, "Wow, I used to have trouble with a Volkswagen," you know?
Yeah.
Like, so.
It still made him ridiculously strong. Like 616 Spider-Man got some insane powers over the days, or over the years, because like it's almost like some of the Black Suit's power resided with him even when he got rid of it, because, like, for instance, in that one arc, Back in Black, which is actually my favorite Spider-Man arc, it's after the Civil War when he went to confront Kingpin for almost killing his aunt. He picked up
you mean
and like fucks it at this building that the sniper's inside of. Just like, dang.
Yeah.
Like the guy's ridiculous. Okay, go on. Yeah, that comic was great.
Wait.
You know what? Forget it.
I like how you said "go on" and then immediately started talking again.
I'm sorry. I saw what Cap said and I wanted to say that I loved it too. Anyways, go on, Solus. I won't interrupt you this time. I swear.
You were talking about him.
Hawk version, the Spider-Man 2
Wait, what from Spider-Man 2?
Doc Ock, man! Come on!
Yeah, he was cool.
Yes.
Jeez, my ears. But yeah, Doc Ock was cool. He slaps Kingpin's dick. I'm assuming that said dick. But it got censored.
So you're saying that in the comics, Spider-Man was trying to go after Kingpin for almost killing his aunt during or right after the Civil War arc?
Yeah, whenever Peter Parker's identity got revealed to the world, and in fact,
I remember that.
This happened around 2007 or so, as this comic came out, and it's part of the official continuity of the Spider-Man series, and it was the whole thing. Like, you know, that Cap. Like, I don't watch the, like, you know how there's a whole Captain America Civil War movie. That's actually the same continuity. They made an adaptation of it. They put Spider-Man in it. They had a very similar plot, Not completely,
Yeah,
not
I've
exact, but
yeah, I've read that.
It's pretty famous.
I've read that. I've read almost that entire arc. But my question is, I was pretty much under the impression that after they had Aunt May take the bullet that was meant for Peter. And when he was desperate to save her, he went to everybody trying to find a way to save her. And then this resulted in the infamous One More Day storyline where he makes a deal with Mephisto to bring her back, but at the cost of his marriage and his entire relationship with MJ.
Yeah, all that happens after he gets his revenge on Kingpin. He goes after a bunch of
right. Fuck.
Yeah, he puts the black suit back, like a replica of the black suit back on, so it's not the same symbiote, but it's a replica. He's very pissed off, very much so, understandably, and he goes after Kingpin's assassins and beats the crap out of them and interrogates them in this really cool, like,
I didn't notice that
edgier style. He treats them more like prey. I mean, he acts more like a spider, really. Adds more to his character, and the fight between Kingpin, or it was more of him beating the crap out of Kingpin, but because Kingpin literally got no hits in on that fight, but it was still a really good fight.
Yeah.
Unless I'm mistaken, the black suit that Spidey wears after ditching the Venom symbiote is actually a gift to him from the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman.
It's a gift. I think it's a gift from what's her name? The Black Cat gifted it to him because he liked how he looked in it.
Wait, who?
The Black Cat. She's a character from the comics and the animated series.
I don't know anything about the comic animated series.
Yeah.
They completely borked Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, in the animated series. Her power set was not that she was a recipient of another super soldier serum attempt. Her abilities, well, depending on which continuity you read, I think in the 616 it was that she began just as a standard cat burglar and would set up trips and traps to make people think that she was all sorts of bad luck for them. Then she ends up having actual, like, supernatural voodoo, real bad luck powers given to her somehow, somewhere.
Bad luck powers?
Yeah, well, bad luck for other people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had almost given up on the MCU trilogy because of all the business decisions Disney's been making and stuff, but honestly, I saw the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie, and they're actually doing a multiverse thing, and they're actually bringing back the old actors from the Sam Raimi movies, and I think also the Andrew Garfield movies.
Yeah, the teaser definitely teases Sandman and Lizard.
Yeah, and also literally shows the same exact pumpkin bombs from the Sam Raimi movies and the same actor for Doc Ock.
Yep.
And
what I would love for
them, he says "Hello, Peter" means that Tobey Maguire's definitely going to be in this movie because he wouldn't know the same Peter that is.
Hello, Peter.
Doc Ock's He's a brainiac too, so
Yeah.
he'd probably recognize a Peter from any dimension
Right,
if he
and
saw him.
well, that's the thing. If
probably
he's dressed
would.
as Spider-Man and he knows Spider-Man's identity, he might say "Hello, Peter" without realizing that he's not talking to his Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, so
Right.
this would mean that he would have gotten sucked into the void as soon as he found out that Spider-Man was Peter, because he found that out right at their final fight.
Yeah,
So-
what I would love to find out is that they subvert the audience's expectations and have it where all the Peter Parkers from the various other dimensions have actually been killed
hmm
by
Yeah, like
By
what
the
if, like what
respective
if
villains,
what if
because-
instead of like for example, what you were saying is like for like instead of him getting killed during that final fight, he wins, and that's why he knows who
Yeah.
Peter is. You know?
So this is that would literally just be Rainbow Rocket from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
But that would actually be
Rainbow
pretty.
Rocket, yo.
Rainbow Rocket, yeah.
That'd actually be really cool, though.
Yeah.
The thing is, at the end of the movie, Doc Ock does know who Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
hmm
So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, in their final fight. So
he's
the thing
apparently sucked out of his story just before he ends up nobly committing suicide to stop his reactor thing, because he has a brief moment of sanity where the claws or where the arms aren't thinking and acting for him.
Yeah, it would be cool. It would be really cool. It would be really cool, but also really hard for them to write that if it was that the villains did kill them from their universe, because that would mean that would actually be really cool if they did that, because that would mean that every single villain's from a different universe, like different timeline, and then they have this huge Pokemon type multiverse where we have the Green Goblin from the first movie, and he wins in his fight in the in that abandoned building that they fight in. And then Doc Ock wins in the final confrontation. Electro wins in his final confrontation, and Sandman defeats him. Because from what we've seen, actually, we haven't seen we haven't seen the Venom that everyone hates for good reason, and we haven't seen in that trailer. We also didn't see the Green Goblin from the reboot movies again, thankfully, but.
No offense to Dane DeHaan, but they picked the wrong guy to play Osborn.
Yeah.
In that one, I'm like, no.
Hang on.
I did like how edgy he was, but I also didn't think he fits Harry Osborn.
My brain is starting to hurt now.
I don't know. We're talking about
CJ, what he's referencing with Rainbow Rocket is there's a post-game thing in
Ultra Sun and Moon,
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where Team Rocket shows back up, but they've bolstered their ranks with members of all the other evil teams from all the other previous games, and they're calling themselves Team Rainbow Rocket. And later on, you find out that these members of Team Rainbow Rocket are all from alternate universes where their team won. Like, they all have the legendary Pokemon that their team was chasing. So they're not just.
They have like the team leaders from every Pokemon game, like Team Aqua, Team Magma, Team Plasma, Team Flare.
I see.
Yeah, but they're not just like the same people that are broken out of prison. They're from the different universes where
they're from different timelines.
Yeah, they're from different timelines and different universes where they were the victor, and no little kid showed up to stop them from realizing their ambition.
Gotcha.
So
that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why he was making that comparison, because, like I said, it's something that Pokemon did relatively recently in one of their games. So.
But yeah.
So I guess you can hear me scratching my head at that one.
Whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah. They definitely didn't fit Harry Osborn's character in the remakes but I did like his actor's
casting.
design. I liked, the casting didn't fit, but I did like the design regardless. At least for not when he turned into Suicide Squad Joker, but before that, when he had like the emo fringe, he looked pretty cool. Like,
yeah, it kind of looks like Sony's going to get their Spidey versus the Sinister Six movie after all, though. Because, this trailer, it's teased.
Yeah.
It's teased like all but one in one shot.
Oh,
It
yeah.
teases a lizard, Doc Ock.
Well,
Even Electro's been confirmed.
right. Well, the thing is, the Sinister Six, the members vary depending on continuity.
Of course.
yeah. Also,
So,
because they were originally gonna have the Sinister Six be part of the reboot trilogy, because at the end of near the end, and at the end of the movie, there's a part where Harry Osborn is going down to the basement to get injected with Spire fluid. You see all these machinery like Doc Ock and such, and there was even a deleted scene that showed the symbiote. So they were actually going to include Venom as part of the Sinister Six in that trilogy. But sadly, we never got a third one because the box office for the second one didn't do as well as the first one.
So Scorpio kind of got shelved, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't had an actual Scorpion show up cinematically. Considering
sadly.
Considering how they just knocked Mysterio out of the park in Far From Home. It's like, you know what? If they never do Scorpion, I'm still pretty happy.
Yeah, they did tease Scorpion though at the end of the first one. When Vulture gets arrested, they tease him on this one guy's tattoo. But we haven't heard anything of him since.
Yeah.
Until the Morbius trailer.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to have gotten that before Venom 2, and we're getting Venom 2 before that, so...
Yeah, because of COVID. COVID screwed up the continuity, because Venom 2 was actually supposed to come out last year.
Oh, they started production last year. Last year.
Yeah, late last year. I remember it was supposed to come out, they had timed it. There were rumors about it coming out last year, but then they had to restart production, I guess, because of COVID.
Yeah,
no, it did get delayed though. It was supposed to come out, and I think it was supposed to come out like a month or so ago, but then they delayed it to October to tie in with the first movie coming out in October. I could have sworn there was supposed to be something for Venom 2 coming out last year, last year.
I'm willing to bet that they're going to integrate the Sony universe of Spider-Man characters into the multiverse arc of the MCU.
Mm-hmm. They probably are.
All things considered, because Sony knows that Disney would love to just have Spider-Man completely into the Marvel fold, but they can't.
The thing is, I really would. Yeah. The things that I go on first before I put my part in, actually, because I want to let you finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you can finish, because what I'm going to say is going to be a pretty long paragraph. So.
All right. You may or may not remember the other year that, Sony more or less threatened to take Spider-Man out of the MCU after Far From Home, and they did this little measuring contest by re-releasing Far From Home with some extra footage that frankly needed to stay cut, except for the part at the beginning where he was taking down the mob and he had this little grocery list of things he needed to do before the trip, and it pushed the box office for Far From Home over like $1 billion. And so that gave Sony more negotiation room to get a better deal between them and Disney, share the character and so forth. So they extended the deal because of that. So I bet that Disney kind of looked at the odds of them ever getting Spider-Man back and basically said, well, let's go ahead and accept this situation and, work him into our multiverse plans for Phase 4 and beyond. because this is the best deal we're going to get unless Sony goes bankrupt or gets bought by Apple or whatever, and that's the giant, snowball's chance in Haiti. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be sharing Peter Parker for quite some time.
Yeah, what I was about to say is, I'm glad they're doing that, because ever since the first Spider-Man movie, because I watched, before I watched the original movies, I was one of the people who watched the cartoon first, so I know more about the universe and how he's part of it, and I'm glad they did, I'm glad that they did. First Souls wants to kill me, so I'll let him, because the stalagmites are pretty fun to die by. Anyways, I do like how they're bringing Spider-Man into the actual Marvel Universe because of this, and because even though I don't think this is the best actor they could have gotten for Spider-Man, because he just doesn't look like Peter Parker in the comics. He looks older in the comics. Even in the... I know they're going for the more him during high school arc, which makes sense. I like it too, but the adult
Holland's
Spider-Man...
I'll agree with you. Holland does have a little bit too much of a baby face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't hate him a lot, but I just really wish they got different casting for Peter.
Hey, kind of with you. I was rooting for Asa Butterfield.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't place him, he played Ender in Ender's Game. But it was Holland's natural acrobatic ability that really got him the role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I guess so they didn't have to use a stunt double or whatever.
I'm sure they may have for a couple of bits.
Yeah, for a couple of them, yeah. Yeah, going on to what I was saying, though, is that the fact that he's part of the MCU now is cool, because they can finally make all these Spider-Man comic arcs into movies. And what I think they're going to do for this movie, not only making up their own multiverse arc, but they're probably going to implement part of that I just talked about earlier, somewhat like the Kingpin arc. And Kingpin might not be in this movie, but something similar. The reason I'm saying is, so you know how in Far From Home his identity was... What? Okay, Kingpin is a character you wouldn't know because I've only shown you the movies of Spider-Man, not the animated one. Kingpin is a villain, and before I go on, so Solus doesn't yell into the mic at everyone on the stream and ruin it for everyone, Kingpin is this guy who rules the criminal underground, hence why he's called the Kingpin. His real name is Wilson Fisk. He's this burly, sort of a little bit fat, but also very buff guy who wears like Italian mobster clothing, and he sort of controls a lot of the villains in Spider-Man to go after Spider-Man. Some of the more infamous ones, and pulls a lot of the strings. So anyway,
I have something to say really quick.
Okay.
The reason why I keep yelling into my mic is to make sure that my mic actually picks up my voice, because my mic is a weak piece of shit.
Okay, just saying it hurts people's ears and no one likes it.
I'm sorry for everyone watching the stream and everyone here in voice chat.
So sorry, I just need to work on it. So anyways,
I know. Anyways, I really don't care. I really don't care about the animated Spider-Man movies or comics. Honestly,
the Kingpin is a character that exists in the Marvel universe in most continuities, and basically, he is a criminal underworld overlord type character. And he's not just Spider-Man's enemy. He generally, any New York-based hero comes across him pretty frequently in their dealings. But most of the time, they can't ever make anything stick against him. Like if they, send him to prison, he just escapes, or that's or gets out on bail or a technicality or whatever, and goes back to doing what he was doing. They can't ever really seem to get him to go away forever. So. There's a lot of continuities where he dies. Like Aquan was mentioning, there's that continuity where Spider-Man kills him. There was a continuity where Frank Castle. There's a continuity where Frank Castle, the Punisher, gets the symbiote for Venom. It becomes Punisher Venom, and he kills Kingpin, Moon Knight, and a whole bunch of other characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's
Who
that?
should we have
What
against
against
Moon Knight?
Wasn't that the comic called Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, much like the Deadpool one? Or was that a different one?
Not sure, but yeah, it was definitely a very Punisher-centric sort of thing, where basically, in addition to all of his normal abilities, he had this, the Venom symbiote's powers backing him up. So, kind of a bad day for everybody else, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like...
I guess the Venom symbiote must have taken over when he killed Moon Knight, because I don't see why Punisher would have a reason to mess with Moon Knight.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation was in that particular continuity. I just know that he went on this semi-rampage and just started wrecking people's souls.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of the things where Moon Knight may have come in saying that the Punisher was out of control and needed to be stopped or something, and Punisher may have just slaughtered him then.
Yeah, there was a comic where he kills pretty much almost everyone in the Marvel universe, including some of the strongest heroes and villains. But yeah, back to the Spider-Man thing. So what Hunger said about him killing Kingpin, that was a what if comic of the Black and Black, which is not canon, but it is a continuity.
Right. Yeah, it's just that, like I said, because he is such a he's a very prolific villain. He's in a lot of he crosses into a lot of different characters' stories. So yeah, he winds up being a thorn in the butt of a lot of different superheroes for a lot of different reasons. So like Daredevil ends up interacting with Kingpin frequently. In fact, in the Daredevil live-action movie, the Kingpin was portrayed by Michael Clark Duncan as a black dude. He's normally a pasty white guy.
He was portrayed to complete brilliance by Vincent D'Onofrio in the Netflix Daredevil series and beyond.
That version of Kingpin?
Right. Well, because the thing is with Kingpin, he looks like he's fat, but he's actually just got a shit ton of muscle mass. He's like well over 300 pounds of solid muscle.
In fact, the only part of him that is fat is his belly. He's got a big beer belly, but everything else is muscle.
He's there's a point in the 90s animated series where Spidey's calling him fat and making all these fat jokes at his expense, and he's like, allow me to show you what 350 pounds of muscle can do.
Oh yeah,
because he says he's got during that scene he says he's only got like 2% body fat or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's basically
what?
He's basically like a super bulk man. He bulks up a lot. Anyways, go on, Solus. You were trying to say something, even though it would have been.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm just.
Why'd you growl? Good night, Caps.
Later, Caps.
So anyways, back to what I was saying is that they might actually bring back, because Spider-Man is part of MCU, and since we had it starting with him appearing in the Civil War movie, and now
I'm honestly done with hearing this conversation, honestly.
We're almost done, okay? I'm almost done. So
and then you continue after that.
Let me finish what I was talking about.
And
okay,
then you continue after that. Why?
So anyways...
So,
back to what I was saying is that we're actually be bringing in that whole style arc since Spider-Man's face was revealed to the world, which puts everyone he knows in danger, which is why he wants to do this multiverse thing. I have a feeling something bad might happen to Aunt May in particular, because if they're going to go with this whole arc with the one more day arc, they might actually do something like that, because from the trailer it looks like Peter screwed something up with the multiverse because he did something bad with the spell to save his family and friends.
Someone big's gonna die. I can't honestly pinpoint who it's gonna be because Marvel is a little bit unpredictable.
I'm gonna say it right now. it's probably going to be Aunt May, because they're probably going to adapt and modify the Kingpin arc with post-Civil War arc. They're probably going to adapt that, because we already are post-Civil War in the Marvel movies. And now that Spider-Man's identity's been revealed, that's a lot of danger, and I have a feeling the multiverse thing's going to backfire. Someone big is going to die, most likely, and it's going to affect Peter Parker in a way that he grows and matures massively and turns from a kid into Spider-Man. And then the next movie will be... I have a feeling, also, since they're doing a multiverse thing, that this movie's going to end on a cliffhanger, because the fact that it is a multiverse thing, and that's a lot of villains.
I don't know. It's really difficult to predict the MCU.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons that they are so adamant about people not spoiling things and stuff like that. Because they are just.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
One of your fox died. One of your foxes died.
Ow!
A creeper blew it up.
Anyway.
There was a creeper in your
Lights
basement.
down there, please.
Huh?
Can you put some lights down there, please, in that basement area so creepers will stop spawning?
I will get some lanterns.
Thank you.
Replace these soul lanterns. Because, okay.
That's 2 of my foxes that have died already, thanks to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Generally,
back
whenever-
to Bold. We don't.
Generally,
The
whenever
reason
the
I'm
MC
hoping they do make this multiverse movie into a 2-part, maybe even 3-part thing. 3 at most, 2 at least. The reason I say that is I don't want another Spider-Man 3 on our hands. And look at those axolotls out there just slaughtering stuff. But yeah, 'cause the problem with Spider-Man 3 was they had too many villains and it messed with the story, and this Spider-Man movie is going to do the same things if they don't make it into multiple parts, because the fact that it's going to have a whole bunch of villains in it.
Right. Basically, what this movie is depending on is the same thing that Avengers depended on, where all the character development and introduction has already been taken care of for these characters. They're not, because they're bringing back old villains. They don't have to waste the time on doing all the exposition and character development for the villains, because it's already been done.
Yeah.
So
this movie is actually the reason I rewatched. Even though I know everything from the original trilogy, in the reboots, I showed all of them to Solus because he said he might actually consider watching the new Spider-Man movie, so I showed all these movies to him so he'll not be confused. The thing is, they're most likely going to do that, where you have to have seen the movies prior, so they don't have any exposition, they just have the villains here, and people are like, holy crap, it's fan service. Like,
so
holy, it's fan service. Ooh.
So the thing that I was going to say is it's really difficult to predict the MCU and how it's going to go, because they know kind of that people are trying to do that. You know, so they
should replace the basement floor with lanterns.
Another thing that makes it tough for anyone to really predict is that whenever they adapt any particular story and make a movie around it, they'll take like 3 or 4 different stories or plot points, throw it all into a blender, add their special sauce, and what we get is the finished product.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is I remember watching a video on I think it was Dorkly. And it was talking. Yeah, it was talking about.
I used to watch his video. I used to watch his videos all the time, man. I know how they.
Anyway, this video was talking about Iron Man's arm and how it was talking about like the attention to detail in the MCU because there was a point early on in the MCU movies where Iron Man hurt one of his arms. And, he favors that arm in a lot of scenes in a lot of the other movies after that. You know, he's, clearly, holding the arm or, having problems with it in a lot of different scenes. And during that video, Dorkly's like, oh, they're definitely foreshadowing that something's going to happen to that arm, like he's going to lose it during this next movie or whatever, And then he ended up dying by using that arm to snap his fingers, You know, or something.
It was the
similar
left.
to that.
Actually,
I
it was the left arm that kept.
died, yeah.
It was the left arm that kept getting injured, but it was the right arm that he got the nano gauntlet on and snapped.
Yeah. But
So it was a complete subversion.
Yeah, but anyway, but the point is that people were predicting that something was going to happen with that arm, and then it was, not exactly what they expected. And they had this whole thing with what it really was. What the whole thing with his left arm really was, honestly, was they had set up this thing where they were going off of the right hand is creation, left hand is destruction thing. That was something that they did prominently during the Thanos thing, because they had Thanos using his left hand to do his Infinity Gauntlet snap fu. So that was the whole reason, because Tony, when he first started out, he was destroying things. He was making weapons, and so after that he started, creating things, i.e. his Iron Man suits and whatnot. So the left arm being injured was more of a reference to that than anything. How he wasn't a destroyer anymore. But people didn't realize that until after they started explaining what the thing with Thanos, the thing with the right and left hands was, So,
Yeah, as cool as the MCU is, there is one problem that I can understand that people have, that I even have to some extent, is that you have to literally watch or own, or at some point have watched, every single MCU movie to know what's going on in certain movies.
Yeah.
So that, that's the problem with all cinematic universes. Is it's cool. I like it because I really love world building and things, and that's why I personally don't hate the MCU. I see the problems it has, but then again, everything has its problems.
Right. Here's the thing.
But,
I don't feel like it's a requirement, but I do feel that you get more enjoyment out of those movies that have all the different stuff in it, because you're not going, ooh, who's that? So I do feel like it's better if you do, but I don't think it's necessarily required. Because, like, for example, when I watch like a Super Sentai crossover, I haven't seen every single Super Sentai series, but I still know vaguely who a lot of these characters are. Like. I don't have to have all of that knowledge of every single Super Sentai, but the fact that I have knowledge of a great many of the Super Sentai teams makes me enjoy it more.
And then they have the whole thing in Spider-Man Far From Home where they talk about Tony Stark being dead at the beginning. So that thing you have to definitely have watched Infinity War.
Well, the thing is, the reason that they mention it is A, so you can place it in continuity, and B, so that if you didn't see Infinity War, now you know that Stark is dead.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's true.
They're giving you that information so that if you haven't watched it by any chance, then now you know that. And yes, it's kind of a spoiler, but it's kind of your fault for going to a movie that happens later in the timeline anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. Thankfully, I've seen every movie in order in which they came out, so I watched them as they came out, but all I'm saying is that I can understand why some people don't like it, cinematic universes in general, and it's not for everyone. Like, if you're just the type, the way I see it, the MCU is more for people who like Marvel in general, whereas if someone who just wants to watch a movie to chill, and watch a movie, they'd be better off watching like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy if they wanted to watch something hero-related, because, again, it's not part of this huge universe. It's just 3 movies.
At least not until, say, December 17th.
Yeah, not until then when they decide to bring... the whole multiverse thing.
Bring it in, boys! And I'm disconnected again!
And thanks to... We already know there's a multiverse in Marvel, and what confirmed that multiverse was the comics, and not just that, but actually the Marvel movies cinematic universe, even though it's not part of the MCU, the Spider-Verse movie is really what started the whole multiverse thing in the movies.
I don't think it really started the multiverse. There's always been multiverses going on. I just think that that Spider-Verse doing so well got some of these Hollywood types thinking about multiverse more.
Yeah, when I said multiverse, I meant the Marvel multiverse in the movies, at least.
Right.
The comics have multiverses forever. I mean, the comics themselves are part of their own universe.
Yeah.
I really do like this though, because it does remind me of Rainbow Rocket, and that was one of the only things I liked about Gen 7.
Yeah, Rainbow Rocket was an interesting plot line, for sure.
Yeah, especially because it left it on a cliffhanger, meaning they might continue it in one of the future games.
Yeah, like, because basically at the end of it, after the Protag beats everybody, you see Giovanni, like, still hanging out, like, even though everybody should have been sent back to their own universes.
Yeah,
you know?
and then it just zooms in on Giovanni's face. He gives like this smirk, and then he says something about like he's not gone, he'll come back.
Yeah.
And teleports away into the wormhole.
Sometimes you just can't keep a good villain down.
Yeah. Before you get mad, Solus, we're talking about Pokemon, not Marvel. So.
I know. It's just.
Marv, gotta catch him. Oh, sorry.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just...
We're done talking about multiverses now. Okay? Jeez.
I'm probably just gonna shut for the rest of the day. I just don't feel too good.
Okay, well.
Maybe burning this tree will make me feel better.
Soul's got Thanos snapped. He said he didn't feel so good. Anyway. Sorry.
Shut up!
Damn! Calm down, dude.
Being dead serious. This is not a joke.
Okay.
You know what?
There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Alright. Wow. Ah.
And now my DMs are being blocked up.
Hell yeah.
I can't check them though, because if I tab out of Minecraft, the game's gonna disconnect me from from the realm. So I'm sorry, Solus. I can't check your DMs of GFDDDFGGGFFFF.
So Solus is angry because we weren't talking about whatever the heck it is he wanted to talk about.
I guess.
The reason he's angry is because we were talking about something he didn't know about, and he wanted to be able to get a word in on the conversation.
And I've been disconnected again. Awesome. Wow. Jeez.
Well, I would hope that Solus would gain some empathy and, learn that sometimes that's how I feel when you guys are talking about Pokemon all the time, and I barely have anything to say about it, but,
The thing is, something Solus needs to understand is, I've tried to tell him this multiple times before, is that he doesn't need to be the god that knows everything. He doesn't need to be the ultimate wizard for everything, because I know he gets really mad when, I'm telling something to someone about, a video game or something in a VC, and he gets really mad because he wanted to tell them it, because he wants to be a helper, which I like that. I appreciate it. I'm glad. It's a good thing. It's goodwill that he wants to be helping people, but it seems he wants to know everything so he can have people like him, and it's his way of making friends. Which I can understand that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, guys. Just. Whoa! What the fuck killed me? I only paused for like 15 seconds.
I don't know.
If it makes you feel any better, I got killed by a witch, and I kind of said screw it too.
Yeah, like Siege.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Siege.
Like,
Siege was saying that he feels the same thing as you sometimes, Solus. Like when we talk about Pokemon, he doesn't understand a lot of the things we say, and he doesn't get to get a word.
I mean, I know a lot about Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, but like,
no, Solus. Here's the thing.
if it's something like I don't understand or do a lot of,
but that's Siege with
like
Pokemon.
it's a huge brain fart for me.
Siege just said that's him with Pokemon when we talk about it. So the thing is, not everyone.
I'm sorry, okay?
Not everyone is gonna know everything, Solus, and you don't have to be one of those people. If someone's talking about something that you don't understand, you don't have to get all riley mad about it, because...
I'm not mad. I just said I wasn't feeling good. That's all I said.
Okay, I'll just drop it.
I'm not mad at you guys, I swear.
Okay. Alright.
I didn't mean any of the things I said, I swear.
Alright, you're okay.
It's fine, Solus. Blade's mad.
And I was just trying to tell you that it's okay to not know something. If you don't know something, that makes you a normal human being, okay?
Yeah, but I don't know as much as you guys.
Right.
It's fine, man. That's not a bad thing.
Solus, I'm sorry if I came across... If I came down heavy on you.
It's alright, man. You're cool.
I'm dealing with some heavy stuff myself.
I won't pick on Naquan anymore in Minecraft.
Everybody has
If that's what it takes.
You don't have to make any weird promises or anything like that. It's just,
I didn't think I would get served me for it though.
Here's
weird
the thing,
promises.
When you're acting out like that in voice chat, it becomes disruptive, and it's not helping, make this a fun and entertaining place for people to hang out. Like, and normally I kind of tolerate it, but in that particular case, you were yelling at people and telling them to shut up, and that's why I muted you. Okay, I wasn't planning on muting you forever or anything like that. I just wanted to give you a chance to calm down a little bit.
Okay.
Like,
I know that now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not trying to cancel you or unfriend you or anything like that. I just wanted, like I said, to give you a chance to calm down because you were pretty agitated back there. So. All right. Well. Looks like,
next time. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, it looks like I have kind of finished up the tower I was working on there, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to call it a night.
Okay, what were you saying, Akon?
That sounds nice. Also, I was gonna say, if I ever, for instance, start saying something in VC that you don't know anything about, then if you ever get uncomfortable about it, just tell me and I'll stop.
Alright.
I don't want that to happen.
I mean, I would be interested if I didn't know something that would catch my interest.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah.
If it's something that catches my interest, then I would like to know more information.
Anyways, looks like the stream's ending.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is probably an okay spot to end it. Like I said, sometimes I have a little trouble ending things off. So while I'm at a place where that could be considered a decent stopping point, I think I want to go ahead and end off.
Yeah, now I can get back to slaughtering Autono.
Slaughtering
Yeah.
Autonos.
Autono slaughtering, my favorite part of Hunger streams.
Anyway.
Or my favorite part of Akon playing games. Yeah. Excuse me, I said that wrong.
Anyways.
Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, that's going to be it for this one, everybody. I do hope that you all enjoyed. We'll be back again next week. And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Not everybody.
I apologize.
No, don't worry about it, bro.